Hey, what's up guys? New Wrath of the Lich King video here for you. This one is an updated guide on Deathbringer Saurfang tactics. You might think you know this fight, but do you really know this fight? Can you do this fight with like 3k gear score? Can you do this fight naked at level 80? That's the real question. This guide is going to help you progress this fight, do it on heroic, and do this fight as easy as possible without the 30% buff. Now here I am using the 30% buff in this video as it's provided, but this guide is just to showcase the tactics, and this was the only footage that I can convey from guild raids and whatnot. So, unfortunately, I couldn't show you the fight on Lordaeron with buffed bosses, increased health pools, reduced enrage time, and whatnot, because this is the only footage I had available. But this footage will showcase what I'm trying to explain. So this video is entirely about making the fight even easier for your raid. First change to the fight is instead of having your two tanks taunt swap constantly, your paladin off tank will taunt the boss only when the Rune of Blood is 1 second away from being placed on the main tank. This will give the paladin aggro, placing the debuff on the paladin off tank, and the DK main tank will taunt it back. This will give more stability for the healers to heal a single tank target the entire fight. That helps healers quite a lot. Second change to the fight is that the paladin off tank will have the 30-second stun on his Hammer of Justice, which is crucial for stunning the Blood Beast, especially on 10-man heroic and the Valkyries on Lich King, as both fights have a 30-second spawn timer on the ads. This is achieved by having talent points and improved Hammer of Justice in Judgment of the Just. You will stun the beast consistently, allowing melee to nuke the Blood Beast down immediately. This is insanely good for 10-man progression, as this takes away one of the two Blood Beasts from the range to kill. On 25-man heroic, it's not as insanely overpowered, but it still reduces Blood Beast count down from 5 to 4. Third change to the fight is that melee can focus on any Blood Beast that the off tank has aggro on. If the paladin off tank is gearing properly and stacking armor, then that means that his blocks should negate nearly all of the Blood Beast damage. If the paladin off tank is given tricks of the trade and misdirect during the spawn of the Blood Beast, he should be using Seal of Command. He will easily get aggro on all of the Blood Beasts and be able to hold aggro on them. These tactics give the ability to have the Blood Beast tanked with little to no repercussion by abusing a heavily armored block paladin off tank. This also relieves pressure on range DPS by allowing melee DPS to kill the Blood Beast as well. They don't have to move around and mitigates most of the possible blood power Saurfang can gain without making the Blood Beast a range DPS only problem. Why should you do this? Because many range classes perform poorly versus Blood Beast, Warlock, Shadow Priest, Dot classes, etc. Getting the hang of these tactics as a paladin off tank may be a struggle for new paladin off tanks, but it is easily manageable when watching for the Rune of Blood debuff in the top right of your screen on yourself, making sure to taunt the moment it drops down to 1 second or 0 seconds. The lowest amount of time being attacked with the debuff applied to you is the most optimal. Other helpful tactics for this fight will include using indestructible potions on every single player, having them available for usage after pre-potting is optimal, so you can get max DPS at the start of the fight during Bloodlust, but using the potion afterwards to mitigate damage for the mark, especially for low armored classes. The 3500 armor for 2 minutes will mitigate a ton of damage if you get Mark of the Fallen. Damage mitigation abilities such as Mage Armor will help a lot. Especially if you're the marked target. Hand of Sacrifice, Disc Priest Shields, damage reduction of any kind also helps whenever dealing with a marked target. Self-healing armor increases, as previously stated, mage armor, but Warlock armor or any other buff that makes a marked target able to mitigate more physical damage helps a lot. DKs can Death Strike, Paladins can use Flash of Light, Art of War procs on anyone, and Sacred Shield on the marked target to help mitigate damage. Any damage mitigation is helpful for this fight. If you can make sure that the paladin off tank is constantly taking the Blood Beast and tanking them the entire time, then it is most optimal. I would also like to point out that I would much rather prefer the tanks be in front of the boss. In this direction of the camera, they should be facing the door, and the DPS should be facing outwards, so the DPS can watch for the Blood Beast and stun them with like Warrior Charge, stuns, intercepts, and whatnot. And the tanks also have a better field of vision, so they can taunt the Blood Beast off of them. And then the Paladin off tank will also have an easier time getting aggro on the Blood Beast if he's tanking it like that. So that's Saurfang. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and I hope these help. Okay, so I decided to extend the video a little bit longer to include a 25-man heroic kill of Deathbringer Saurfang, in which I was creating these tactics. So these tactics were not as refined as that 10-man video, and so you can still see how it is implemented and how I would expect the tactics to be done. So as we're going, we're DPSing, I'm trying to taunt. Once the Rune of Blood pops off, okay, I have aggro, I have Rune of Blood, he taunts off of me, and now I'm just sitting here DPSing. The problem with having the tanks face outwards is the camera angle is very bad for the tanks, and the tanks cannot get aggro on all the blood beasts. Um, so yeah, it could be a little bit problematic, but it's fine. So as you can see, I taunt that blood beast off. I try to taunt this one. I can't get aggro on that, unfortunately. Okay, that one, boom. I'm spamming my taunts. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wait, I can't see that. Okay, 2, 1, and the Rune of Blood. I taunt, boom. I get the Rune of Blood back. So I get the Rune of Blood back. He taunts off of me immediately. So I just taunt for like half a second where I have aggro, and he taunts back. That was a perfect taunt right there. And now I should have my taunts available for the next Rune of Blood right here. So I taunt again. Boom. I think I failed. Yeah, I failed to do the taunt there. So I'm just getting aggro on the blood beast. I'm trying to hold aggro on them. I failed as a tank right here because I'm still learning the new tactics that I'm trying to implement. But I still was hanging on to the blood beast. You see how the blood beasts were super easy for the range DPS and the melee to handle? Most of the aggro was on me. That's a good thing for the raid. I have Seal of Corruption as well because I was experimenting between Seal of Corruption and Command. Command is a superior one to gain aggro on the Blood Beasts. So Blood Beasts are coming out in a few seconds. I should be taunting like right now. Okay, I taunt. Boom, he taunts back. Easy peasy. Taunted. Boom, I have aggro on 2 Blood Beasts. This Blood Beast over here I'm trying to get aggro on. I taunt that one. Ooh, got 3 of them. So all the Blood Beasts easily handled. I need to taunt now. Okay, or I need to taunt in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, taunting now. Boom. I taunted. I taunted late, so I messed up my taunt there. It's fine. So unfortunate there. My tactics weren't so clean and crisp on this one, but it doesn't matter because now he'll be able to taunt and I'll have my taunt available for the blood beast, so it doesn't hurt as badly. Our raid is not using the cooldowns most efficiently, so using Hand of Protection on the marked targets, using Hand of Sacrifice on marked targets and stuff. So Sarfing is getting a lot of runic power and marks. However, it's still a progressive group. The raid is full of a lot of new players that aren't completely experienced. I mean, a lot of these guys are actually my guildies. They're pretty good players. But things can be chaotic. We weren't spread properly. We weren't stacked properly. A lot of things can go wrong in the raid. But the whole point of like these tactics is to make sure that no matter like how low geared your group is, you could still get the job done. So here you go, taunt, boom. He has aggro, I'm taunting the blood beast. All the beasts are in melee range right now. None of the range are dying. Melee are taking aggro on these. Pretty sure I have aggro on the majority of these. I taunt the blood beast, and now we finish off Sarfing. So you see how easy it is with these tactics. Like the whole idea is you could do this with low skilled players, low geared players, high skilled players with low gear. Like for the most part, you could just get the job done. So yeah, look at that juicy DBW, juicy Primos. We earned really good loot off of this fight. And it's all because of these tactics. So if you want to implement these tactics in your own raid, I recommend it heavily. They will make the fight so much easier. When you're blocking all the damage the blood beasts do, the blood beasts generate runic power off of damage that they get done. If you're fully armored, you have like 50k armor and you're blocking for like 9k, the damage the blood beast will hit you for is like 5k and you block it all, you don't take any damage. So all the blood power is just gone completely. So, as previously stated, if these tactics help you, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.